so thrilled to be here. I really want to thank LA84 Foundation for allowing me to have this platform to speak to all of you. Especially because of all the amazing opportunities that LA84 provides in the positive development of young people today. What makes the work that LA84 does so important is the opportunities they give to kids who not only need a place just to get their energy out, but who need a place that provides them with the mental and physical challenges that extend far beyond the court, the field, or the gymnastics mat. I think those of us in this room today can all agree that sport is one of the top, if not the #1 venue for kids to grow and learn. Growing up in the sport of gymnastics, I was able to experience and learn some of the best life lessons that sports has to offer. Hard work and discipline, time management and teamwork, determination, and most importantly, resilience. Starting at the early age of 4, I'll never forget walking into the gym for the first time with sparkling eyes and a brand new leotard. It wasn't long before I was doing ridiculous things like backflips on a 4-inch piece of wood and 150 push-ups without stopping. Every single day that I spent doing gymnastics, there was another mental and physical challenge that I had to meet. So I dedicated my life to this sport for 14 years in order to accomplish my Olympic dream. And I can stand up here today and proudly say that sports has changed me. It's allowed me to meet amazing people and develop lifelong friendships. It has made me into a strong and confident person, as well as a fierce competitor, all things that have directly applied to my life after I hung up the leotard. Although I had many amazing moments in competition throughout those years, behind the scenes, I experienced one of the most tragic things that a child in sports could ever go through. After I tore my hamstring at the age of 14, I was sexually abused by my Olympic team doctor. The worst part was that the same thing was happening to hundreds of other girls. How could this happen? Well, to begin, it was a result of a toxic culture and environment of gymnastics in the United States that has prioritized winning over safety. It was a result of adults looking the other way in order to protect reputations and continue placing more importance on money and medals. It was a result of people in leadership positions year after year, since as early as 1997, continuously saying that that same doctor, we don't believe you. We don't believe what you're saying about him. In January of 2018, I stood with those other women in a courtroom and looked that doctor in the face and read my victim impact statement. I decided to tell my story publicly, not for myself, but so that others may then have the courage to do the same thing. Maybe then people would start listening. Maybe then people would believe us. And since that moment, those hundreds of women have formed an army that is determined to change the world of sports. We all know that sports has the potential to impact and change lives for the better, but at what cost? You might all be thinking, and I've been thinking this, what can we do? How do we make sure that athletes and kids are safe when they go to practice? Although what has happened in gymnastics is a tragedy, I believe that we can all learn from it. It's the little things that we all can choose to do. Educate yourself and those around you. Listen to kids when they tell you that something weird is going on. Be on the lookout for signs of grooming and manipulation through power from those who spend a lot of time around kids. Have conversations with each other and listen to people's stories and ideas. We must continue to hold people accountable for their actions, and that takes an army. My sister survivors and I have shown that, and the real change happens when people come together for a bigger purpose and demand that change. Lobbying in Congress, changing laws to protect kids and make sure every victim has their day in court, trying to make sure that the right people are in leadership positions. These are just a couple of things that we have done this year, and it has allowed me to answer that question of why did this happen to me? It has given my experience meaning, and it's allowed me to start moving forward. I believe that as athletes and leaders in the sports world, we all have an incredibly powerful platform to do something positive. For the past 2.5 years, I've been one of the assistant coaches for the UCLA gymnastics team. Not only do I love and adore the sport of gymnastics, but I love being a part of young women's lives and mentoring them during those tremendously significant years that they're in college. Through my hardships and resilience in the sport, I have overcome so much and found my voice. That's what I hope for each of the athletes on our team. My goal for them is that they identify their unique purpose and understand their ability to have a big impact within sports that goes farther than the routines that they perform. When they are healthy and confident humans, they are healthy and confident competitors. This fight is not over for us, and although some days moving forward seems like the hardest thing to do, I think of all those little girls who dream of going to the Olympics like I did. I think of all the young kids that benefit from foundations like LA84, and I hope for a future for them in sport that is safe from abuse and predators. I invite you all to move forward with me towards that future in sports, the one that's positive and safe for all kids, because not only does sports need all of us, but those kids need sports. Thank you.